Good morning. Dr. Crystal here with your Monday Motivational Moment. Welcome to August. Guys, this is one of my favorite months of the year. And I think for me, it's because it's just that little quirky time between summer and fall where your days are still long and they're still full of possibilities, but there's that subtle hint of change in the air. Every now and then you'll see a leaf falling from the tree. And, that just reminds me of things being reborn, right? And I know we think about fall as a time when things die and they wither, and that's true, but you have to think about it. When spring comes, right, everything is in full bloom again. And that's because when things wither and fade away in the fall, it's making way for new and different. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about this morning. As we enter into the fall season, as we enter into that time, when our focus turns inward because the weather gets to be cold, it may get to be dreary outside. Think about the things within you that you can change, right? Now is the time to start working on those things so that next year when spring hits, you're ready to rebirth something absolutely magnificent. So I work out, right? I work out every morning. I get up, have my quiet time, meditate, work out. And this morning I was working out to Mary J, and one of her songs came on, Work That. And it's one of my favorite songs. But in it, there's that line that says, it doesn't matter what they think, because they'll get mad. They're going to get mad anyway. It goes something like that. And it got me to thinking, and I'm like, that's true. We have to just do ourselves, not in a bad way, right? Not in a way that's out of step with God's word. But there are things that God has put in us that we can only move forward in. There are seasons in our life, guys, when we think about how the fall comes and the leaves fade away, there are people and there are activities in our lives that have to fade away in order to make room for the new that God is trying to birth in us. So don't worry, if your friends or your family don't get your vision, if they don't get the thing that God has put in you. When it comes to full bloom, they'll see it. They'll understand it. But right now, it's time for you to embrace it. And just like the trees kind of lose their leaves and wither inside, and the bears go off to hibernate, in the next few months, that's the same thing you have to do. If there's something that God is trying to birth in you, if there's something that He's trying to move forward, maybe you have to reconcile with the fact that those around you are not going to get it. You have to do it. You may have to do it alone, just you and God, during this phase of your life. And that's okay. Put your head down and work it. Work that. Do you. Move forward so that when we get through the fall, when we make it through the cold winter and spring comes, there'll be a new you. God will have birthed something amazing that He's planted in you from the moment of conception. So guys, this has been Dr. Crystal. This is your Monday Motivational Moment. Have an amazing week.